Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Keep learning, keep progressing. This is Satyendar Singh, and today I'm going to take you through the very first episode of Leadership Attributes, a series of videos that addresses the different attributes of a great leader. In the very first episode, I'm going to take you through this attribute that can easily be said to be the starting point for leadership. More often than not, it serves as the business case for any leadership. So what's that attribute? Before we get into that, I would like to draw your attention to one of the most powerful and impactful movements from history that changed the entire of America forever. A movement led by a personality who was not a perfectionist. He was not even one of the most charismatic people at that time. Neither he was the best orator of his time, nor was he the only one who had suffered in the pre-civil rights movement. Yet, he was the face of the civil rights movement. He was the first to inspire the entire nation towards civil rights movement. The speech that he delivered at 11 a.m. on August 28, 1963 was immortalized in history, and the movement changed the entire country forever. 250,000 people from all across America had gathered at Washington to hear Martin Luther King the Jr. speak. But what made thousands and thousands of people to gather at the nation's capital on the right date and at the right time? Despite the fact that the organizers of the civil rights movement had not sent any invitations at all. There were no website either to check the dates and the time. So what enabled 250,000 people from all across America to gather at the right time and the right date to listen to Martin Luther King Jr.? They were all united by a single vision, a vision that was so close to each one of them. The vision was rooted in the Americans' dream that one day this nation will rise up and live up to its creed. The vision set foundation for the idea that all men are created equal to transform itself into a movement capable enough to change the entire nation. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream that the little black boys and the black girls will be able to join hands with the white boys and the white girls as sisters and brothers. It was indeed Martin Luther Jr.'s dream. But was it his dream only? No. It was a shared dream. It was a dream of every American who had suffered because of inequality and segregation. It was a dream of all the Americans who wanted America to rise up and live up to its creed. It was not surprising that 25% of the total population who had gathered there were the whites, all ready to give the blood, sweat and tears. People did not gather there for Martin Luther King Jr. In fact, they gathered there for themselves. They gathered there for themselves because they believed in that vision which was so artistically explained by Martin Luther King Jr. That vision gave every American a purpose, a sense of belonging. This story sets a perfect platform for me to take you to the first leadership attributes of a great leader, and it's called as vision. So what's a vision? Many people relate visions to strategies, to plans, to goals. But a vision is not a strategy, a vision is not a plan, a vision is not a goal. Strategy, plan, goals, focus, these are tools that helps you achieve your vision or transform your vision into reality. A vision is a clear, concise, and a compelling picture of a desirable future. Desirable future. The vision is the foundation of every reform, every achievement, every innovation. You think of any great leaders from history who have impacted the world, who have attained great heights, who have achieved enormous success. Be it Nelson Mandela, Henry Ford, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr. You will find that at the foundation of the leadership, there was a vision, a clear, concise, compelling vision. This quality of vision transforms a transactional manager into a transformational leader. Vision precedes every innovation, every achievement, every creation. It itself is the very first creation. I love exploring ideas from the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. If I think about the second habit, which says begin with the end in mind, and further states that everything in this world has been created twice. There is a first creation and there is a second creation. Vision is the very first creation. Rest all are the result of the very first creation. Be it success, be it accomplishment, innovation, reform, anything. One of the most provoking and thoughtful definition of a leader can be found in the line of Jack Welch. Good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own the vision, and relentlessly drive it to its completion. Visionary leaders demand 2 specific skill sets. Number 1, the ability to see the potential for change, which is creating the vision. And number 2, the ability to lead others to transform the vision into reality, which is execution of the vision. Based on my studies on leaderships and my experience of conducting leadership development programs, I would like to list the following 5 traits of a visionary leader. Number 1, visionary leaders are inspired to make a difference. They look at the world from a different paradigm. They are consistently engaged to challenge the status quo and transform the current state of being into a desirable state of being. Number 2, visionary leaders are intelligent risk takers. Now, challenging the status quo requires a lot of risks. It involves obstacles, it involves challenges, situational emergencies that demands quick plan of action, big decisions, tough calls. Visionary leaders are intelligent risk takers. They are great at analyzing the pitfalls, and at the same time, they are great at taking risks. Their ability to analyze pitfalls and their ability to take risks complements with each other, and that becomes a great strength for the leader. Number 3, visionary leaders are empathic listeners. Andy Stanley once said, leaders who don't listen will eventually be surrounded by people who have nothing to say. Visionary leaders are great listeners. Despite the fact that they are more often than not very certain about the decisions that they take, very certain about everything around them, they are always open and reflective toward others. They exercise 360-degree listening. Number 4, visionary leaders are influencers. They create impact in the life of others. They inspire a sense of belonging and accomplishment among the followers, the team members, the stakeholders. They transform their own vision into a shared vision that can benefit everyone. Martin Luther King's dream was his own dream, but it was transformed into a shared vision. It became the dream of every American who wanted America to rise above and live up to its creed. Number 5, visionary leaders are completely focused, and that's basically because they are driven by a purpose. This purpose helps them deal with distractions and help them maintain a positive focus in life. Apart from self-focus, they also focus on other people and also on the environment in which they operate or may have to operate in future. They are well aware that transformation doesn't happen overnight and without obstacles and challenges. They are completely focused day in, day out, and are passionately determined to make a difference in the world. So from this episode, we learnt about the first attributes of a great leader, which is called as vision. Vision is the very essence of leadership. It gives hopes, it instigates passion, it shows direction, and it gives a sense of purpose to everyone. It represents what the leader and his team stands for. Vision is so critical to leadership that popular leadership coach and author Simon Sinek felt the need that the organizations needs to rename their top position CEO, Chief Executive Officer, to CVO, Chief Vision Officer. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Leadership Attributes. I'll come back very soon with the second attributes. Till then, keep learning, keep progressing.